Let's see here. Let's take our chat, and let's jump right back into the game here. Alrighty. So we got all of our children. Oscar Jr. Cronley was scary. Thank you for bringing us here. Alright, let's talk to the rest of these people around here real quick. Bring something back to eat for the little ones. Okay. So it's pretty cool that we actually start to get to do the bounties now. Okay. Oh, and I looked up during my little break here. I actually looked up the Runestone of Dreeg, and it works out that you go to that hidden area in Act 1, and you get this thing. And apparently, there's an area in Act 2. There's like another little hidden area, and you have to kill another guardian, a different guardian, the Guardian of Soleil or whatever.
Got something you need stashed.
And they drop a runestone, and then there's another one in Act 4.
It's safe with me, promise.
So we're gonna have to be on the hunt for it. And since we actually have the requisite amount of dynamite, speak with Barnabas and Devil's Crossing. Oh. Duh.
Come, friend. Share a glass of clean water with old Barnabas to celebrate your victory in Burwich.
Mornay said you have the plan for our food situation?
Right to business, then. Before the world fell apart, Burwich got its food stocks from the vast farmlands to the northwest. With the bridge repaired, we need to find a way back to Homestead. The journey will take you far to the northwest, and I haven't a clue what's out there. Start by following the road out into the Arcovian foothills, all the way through Old Arcovia. With luck, the old coastal bridge near Twin Falls still stands. If that's not an option, you'll have to look for Smuggler's Pass. It's an old smuggling route that ran through the Broken Hills. It should connect to Homestead. We must find out whether the farmlands can still support us, or if the Grim Dawn claimed them as it did Burwich.
So what can I expect out there?
Nobody's been as far north as Homestead in months, so I can only imagine what sort of horrors have crawled out of the mountain crags following the Grim Dawn. Stay sharp out there.
Right, okay. So we can cross the bridge near Twin Falls to enter Homestead, or travel through Smuggler's Pass. I don't know what the differences are, but before we do anything, first of all, the Broken Hills. So here's Smuggler's Pass. Interesting. I would really like to actually go through all of this stuff. But first, before we do anything, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here. Foggy Bank, Flooded Passage. There we go. I want to see where this leads. I think it's literally just a hidden area with like loot and shit, but there's no telling. It would kind of suck if dynamite was used for crafting, which I'm pretty sure it probably is. I wouldn't doubt it. But it's going to suck if it is, because, God, it's so scarce. Lots of scrap. Very little dynamite. There we go. Got an achievement for that. Sunken Reliquary. Okay. So the monsters here are slightly higher level than I am, which is fine. Although I should really pay attention to the walls, because I know there's going to be some walls that are going to be breakable. You know, for being a few levels higher than I am, these monsters are going down pretty quickly. Which is nice. Ooh, Spirit Stone Charm. Oh, missing my Blight Fiend here. Whoopsie! I think it might have been one of those times where I accidentally hit the 6 key and resummoned him. In which case, that would just make him explode. Okay, no hidden areas or anything. Get away from me! Exalted Stash. So, don't care about the armor. I can get some bonuses to my pets, but I really like... I mean, it just gives me that huge boost to cunning, really. I'll just keep what I have on. Soul Splitter. Does lots and lots of damage. That's a pretty sexy weapon. And then we have Spirit Stone Charm. Bonds of Bismiel, Summon Familiar. This would have been really good if we were playing an Occultist. The bonuses to pets is pretty awesome. Wow. I would equip it. I would definitely equip it if I had... Actually, no, excuse me. I would not equip it because it's just basically unique. It's not part of a set. I just think the one that I have on is arguably better. It's just more beneficial, if anything. Really liking this Ill Omen skill. It's funny too, because when I first looked at it, I didn't really like it. It just looks really, I don't know, unsatisfactory. Just underwhelming. But to be very honest, I think it's a really good skill. It's really good for crowd control. It doesn't work every single time, because not every monster is affected by it, especially some of the bigger, stronger. The Grand Master Mooks. Oh, I see what I gotta do to go around. Okay. Ancient Lectern. Writings of Rodotherus. Something like that. Rolerathus. Okay, so you probably end up finding... Oh. Ow. Why, yes, I'll equip those. Why, thank you. It's funny that I decided to only do... What is it, rare and above? Yeah, rare and above. I should have done that like a lot earlier. Am I missing something here? I mean... Oh wait, never mind, I'm sorry. That's right. Just didn't go in far enough. High Priest of Rolerathus.
That skill's not ready.
Got a lot of reputation points with the rovers right there. Pretty excellent. If at all possible, I'd like to try to maybe max them out. Although that these bounties here, what the cynical gamer, the realistic gamer would immediately see once they saw that has been like, faction system plus repeatable quests. That's right. If you want to max them out, we're going to be doing some grinding. So that was all that was in this place, right? Was just this boss. We got a blueprint for a cult skull. It's a rare offhand. Oh. That actually looks like it might be pretty interesting. I mean, the one that we have right now is pretty dead sexy. And we have no more dynamite, so I can't go to that other place there, the other detonation site that brings us to East March. So what I think I'll do is we'll go back to town. And then we're going to go to the Broken Hills because there's that one area that has, like, there's a hidden area somewhere around there. And there's that one guardian that we have to kill for the runestone or whatever.
What's left of my wares.
And I believe that was everything.
Iron well spent.
You know, it's funny because I remember getting like a couple pieces of gear that were just like out of
storage. No
a little
questions
too high
asked.
level for me. God, I need to sell some of this shite. You know, I'm just gonna sell it. All this green stuff. And the yellows. I know some of these things are awesome, but I need the room. And this was one of those helmets. All right, we'll just leave it as is, and then let's see here. We'll put you here. There we go. Much better. And then as far as the runestone, I don't think I need to keep it in my oh, maybe we do. Okay. Fine. Fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and combine these guys. So looks like we completed a couple more. I think. Yeah, I think we did. Somewhere in there. Anyways.
I'll keep an eye on this.
Oh, you want to know something we're missing? Oh. I just now noticed. It took off our Void Award. That's right, because we took off the item. The imbued silver. Okay, so, where are the bounty guys located at? No, where the hell is my quest at? Oh, there they are. Okay. Threat to Devil's Crossing. Search Warden's lab and quarters. Okay. Which means that's going to be at the very end. Warden's lab. I hope these guys aren't like super overpowered and I just get like smashed right off the bat. That would suck. So he's in here somewhere. Wow. I wonder if these guys like have like certain spawn points. Like there's maybe a high likelihood that they appear from certain areas. I don't mind coming back here either because these monsters are right around my level limit. my actual level that I have right now, so it'll make things a lot easier when it comes time to actually killing all these monsters and the acquisition of loot. So it said the lab. Did it also say the living quarters? Okay. Mark up the Traveler. I believe that's a rare component, is it not? Looks like my party members here are taking quite a bit of damage. Okay there, gentlemen. Back that ass up. So what did I all pick up here? Some crappy pants. Oh, oh shit, that's right. This is all the stuff that I was meaning to sell. God damn it. Oops.
Death is only the beginning.
Was that my bounty, pray tell? A lot of enemies here. Go ahead and read some of these, the entry that I just picked up here in a moment. Right now, I'm just more interested in clearing out all these monsters first. And there sure are a lot of them. Got a little bit of lag there for a second. Really terrible positioning right there, but I had no choice. It was either that or I had to sit there and bottleneck myself. I have been giving a lot of thought about like what I wanted to cover next as far as other series. And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, well, if I'm going to be moving, and I've already got the existing series that I already have, that I have yet to complete, like maybe it might be a little premature to start thinking about that sort of thing. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I don't want to bog myself down by doing too much at once. But with that being said, I have thought about maybe doing Mountain Blade Warband. That would be really fun. I've been really wanting to play that game anyways.
It's only the beginning.
I think I just killed my, yeah, I killed one of them. I also thought about maybe doing Diablo 2 again, but maybe doing a non-standard campaign. I was sitting there maybe contemplating, thinking about checking out the Median XL mod. Because it looks pretty good. The thing that kept me from really actually deciding about doing another Diablo 2 playthrough is I'm just like, well, I'm like right in the middle of doing Grim Dawn. And I'd feel kind of like an asshole for doing Grim Dawn plus Diablo 2. Unless, of course, like I really wanted to just make it seem like my channel was dedicating itself to doing Diablo-like action RPGs. Which, I mean, I I definitely want to cover them on my channel because I like them, but it's not something that I'm dedicating my entire channel to. I just thought about some Total War games. I've been seriously considering maybe playing Shogun 2 or maybe Warhammer. I know that Three Kingdoms is supposed to release within the coming months. But I really have no desire to pick that game up. Not when it releases. I'm gonna wait. Creative Assembly, the developers of the Total War series, it's just like every time they come out with a new Total War game, I'm just like, it's one of those things where it's probably more worth your time to actually wait for it to release, wait for them to release all the expansions and all the other DLC and all the other shit that they carved off of the game to resell back to you. After they do all the bug fixing and everything else, and it's just like, I don't know, man. After Thrones of Britannia, I just thought, I was like, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait. But I have thought about Total War. I have. I am playing my own campaign in EU4 as Turnate, little OPM over in Indonesia. Been a fun game. As far as me recording a campaign, you know, I really want to do an EU4 campaign, like a real one, like an actual achievement hunting one, but my problem is with Paradox Interactive, the developers that make the game, is that, like, every time that I'm in the mood to maybe start up a new campaign, like, they end up being like, oh, hey, we're going to release this new expansion here within, like, 2 months. And while that isn't the case now, it's been a long enough time since I've actually picked the game up and played. That I really just wanted to play a campaign by myself. For myself, too. You know, just to get into the spirit of playing it. Okay, so we're outside of the area that we want to be in. This is all the storeroom. So we want to continue... Really want to continue to go through the living quarters here. Oh, this is the inner lab. The lab and the inner quarters are where we need to, or living quarters where we need to stick, because that's where the other boss Mang, that's where he's located. Somewhere. Okay, so this is the jail. Definitely don't need to be there. Search the warden's lab and quarters. Am I being too literal here? Or is it possible this guy can actually show up in the jail? Yeah, I walked right into that like an asshole. We're gonna clear all this shit out anyways, why not? I mean, we got the Aether Crystals here, which is great because always need those. Always need the Aether Crystals. Faux show. Okay, so there he is. So I guess they just have a chance to spawn randomly throughout the dungeon itself and not necessarily the whatchamacallit. Wow. Wow, I fucked him up. So the Blight Fiend here, if you recast him, he does Virulent Death, and he does a shit ton of damage. So that's why I always like to keep my Blight Fiend set in aggressive, because you know that the Blight Fiend is always going to go after the monster, the boss, or whatever else. And if you accidentally hit your button to recast him anyways, he's going to do all that damage. But he's basically a big walking grenade. Boots of the Unseeing Swiftness. Wow. That's terrible. The interruption part of it is awful. Why would you want that? Oh, that's right. We have this other set of boots here. I'd rather actually have the the resistances. Plus, we have the increased armor by 5%. I think that's pretty dead sexy. And then before we actually exit out of this place, I'm just going to do a real quick sweep because we still had a couple more aether crystals. And any chance to actually pick up a couple more of those is always something that I want to do. All right, so let's go back home. Kind of curious to find out what kind of rewards I'm going to get from turning in my very first bounty. But before we do so...
See anything you like?
I saw this shite.
Iron well spent.
I'm kind of wondering if at some point the vendors might rarely get a epic or legendary. Wonder if that's a thing. So we get a whole bunch of experience, some money, and some more reputation points. And then we can take a look at another one. So the way it works, the way it's appearing to me, the way it works is if you can do 5 per day, is it looks like you have to do them one at a time. Okay, so Cronley's recruited all manner of cruel and despicable men to his cause, not the least of which is a bastard known as the Bruiser, Romanov. Romanov takes savage pleasure in smashing in people's skulls whenever they displease him. Cronley seems to encourage the behavior. To make matters worse, Romanov now appears to be a part of Cronley's inner circle, tainted with the aether crystals that grant him inhuman strength. He is rarely seen away from his boss in the mines below the foothills in our old Arcovia. Devil's Crossing has prepared a hefty sum of iron bits to see Romanov put to justice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think, start to complete the bounties maybe like off camera before I start recording, before we do any kind of live streams or whatever.
Safe storage.
I don't mind like showing a couple right now because I've never done one before. Okay, that's definitely junk. Let's get rid of you, get rid of you. Oh, that's an entire component right there. Duh. Durr. Okay.
I'll keep an eye on this.
So we're gonna go back to the Broken Foothills or whatever, Broken Hills, and then I'm gonna take a look for this hidden area. Just kind of curious how the hell I'm even gonna get there. So there's the mine, Steps of Torment. Can we actually get to the Steps of Torment? Let's take a look. So I'm wondering if this is a bridge that we need to cross. Let's take a left out of here. Yeah, I'm not sure if like this like little oh, I just gained a level 2, by the way. This little strip right here, I don't know if that's like a little connecting part where we have to repair a bridge or something. I'm not sure. Oh, that's right, you know something? I can get Call of the Grave. Upon their master's command, your minions can unleash the power of the grave that fuels them, throwing them into a vicious frenzy. So buttons to all pets, lots of damage, oh yes. Must have. And then as far as the master skill, I think probably Master of Death. I know a lot of people use Reap Spirit. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do Master of Death. It's either Master of Death or whatever the Shaman has. One of these. But I want to actually get up to the point where I have the availability of it. Oh, that was a passive, right? Okay. I don't mind just putting the 1 skill point into it right now, initially, so you could at least get the bonus for it, like right off the bat. Oh, so there's the mine. This is gonna suck if it's nothing. Please don't let it be nothing. I think it's nothing. Oh, it's nothing, no.